Welcome back to Free Mike here. I'm Nicola. It is great to see you guys this morning. Today I am processing out some Simpson oil. So this is a ½ pound of cannabis that I ground up really tight or really small. And I soaked it for 24 hours in Everclear. So it's just a basic bottle of Everclear that you get from your regular grocery store. Let your cannabis soak it up overnight. Once that's finished, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this jar. It's got everything. I've already filtered all of the cannabis out. It is ready to boil down. So if I get the bottle open. So this is my cooking down pan. Okay, so I have it all in here. Hi, how are you doing today, sweetie? And then I'm just gonna turn this up. Now, when you're doing the RSO oil, please remember to open up your house or do it outside. This will, I get a little drunk when I do this because all of these fumes are coming up into my face. So this will go out throughout your house. So if there's other things that are going there, oh good, I'm glad you're doing good. So as other things are going on in here, this alcohol is going to evaporate into the air and you can get a little drunk. I've done it. Make sure that you have a silicone grade spatula. Otherwise, they will melt. I have melted 2 or 3 of these at this point in time, so I've learned that, yeah, we don't do that anymore. So I'm going to stir this around after it starts getting to the boiling point. It's still just starting, but you can see here how it is green fluid. That's what I want to see. That's where all your oil is. So one of the best ways of doing this is with my jars. I just take my spatula and use that as, no double broiler on this one. We want this directly on the heat. And the reason for this is because I'm gonna activate this RSO oil at the same time. Because this isn't gonna be activated until at the very, very end. So I wanna boil this completely down to do that. So let me move it around a little bit here so you can see a little better. Let me see if I can move you a little closer and you can see in the pot, maybe. Here. I'll do the best I can to get you in the pot. Here. I'd use this burner, but it doesn't work anymore. I'm gonna turn this down. So this process can be kind of time consuming. So this can take up to about an hour to boil all of the Everclear out of this pot. So it can be a little time consuming. You're gonna wanna stay over it. Make sure that you have ventilation going once you get to the evaporation vapors coming off because it will come straight at you and it really does kind of, it's not a drunk you'll want. I start the heat setting out on high. The reason for this is because you can't really burn the oil starting out. So until I get at least half of the Everclear boiled off, I'm gonna keep this on high. It just makes the process a little quicker. Then I'm gonna start turning it down as I need to for the burner so that I don't burn the RSO oil that's in my pot, because that is a concern. Once it starts to boil, let's see if I can move you over here. Once it starts to boil in the pot, you'll see the green coming through in your bubbles. That is always a good sign. I'll be posting pictures and everything else because I have pictures of the entire process. So basically, I took a ½ pound of cannabis. I ground it extremely fine. And then I took that entire ½ pound and I filled this jar. in doing that, once I did that, I took my bottle of Everclear and I covered all of the cannabis. I made sure that I had, that the Everclear line was over the cannabis line. So you need to make sure this is completely soaking. About every 15 to 20 minutes, take your jar and just shake it up really good, set it down and walk away. That's really all you have to do for the first part of this, and that's why I didn't record it this time, just for video purposes. So as you can see, we are now boiling pretty good. That wonderful green oil in there. That's what we want to see. That's what we like. So as you see, I have it on a pretty good high boil. Now I'm just going to kind of take and stir it occasionally every now and again while I'm boiling the alcohol down. Now, as you see in my jar, I just added cold water. There is a 1/4 of a cup of cold water in my jar. I'm going to put that off to the side. I will be rinsing my spatula in that cold water. But once I get to turning this down and getting it to boil down completely, I'm going to take this water and I'm going to dump it into this pot to activate the RSO oil. And that is extremely, extremely important. If you do not activate the RSO oil with the water this way, you're going to need to take your RSO, stick it in a glass container, and stick it in your oven for about 2 hours at about 210 degrees. And let it decarboxylate in your oven, because that's what it's going to do. So as you can see here, we still have a really good rolling boil going. This particular pot that I have it in right now is the inner pot from a rice cooker. It has been the best thing I have used on this stovetop. Yeah, it is a very beautiful color. It is the best thing I've used on a stovetop for burning and sticking. I do not have a sticking or a burning problem with my RSO because of the rice cooker that I use. So I think I paid $30 for this rice cooker at Walmart. And I will do a full how to make your RSO oil in nothing but the rice cooker, because you can do it that way too. I prefer not. It takes a bit more time. So, and as this boils down, you're going to see the green color is going to get darker and darker and darker, brighter. It's going to be a really bright green color. A really beautiful bright green color. So, but right now I still have this on high. See if you can see my stove. Still have it on high. I have a good rolling boil in there. Yeah, it's very pretty. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I think it's down there somewhere. Hit that subscribe button down there. No, right there. Yeah, right there. Hit that subscribe button. I need all the subscribers I can get so that I can keep showing all of you guys these wonderful things. And don't forget, hit that little like button right there too. We need that too. Also, every month I'm doing a giveaway. So, as you sign up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will automatically be put into my monthly drawing. If you comment on the videos, you'll be added into the drawing again. So you can get multiple, if I can speak, multiple chances to win these contests by commenting on the videos below. Even if the contest is over and you go back in and you comment, I'll put that in for the next contest. So, that's how I'm pulling this one. I love giving stuff away. I love having people on my channel. I love people talking to me. So I want to be able to give everybody something. So by hitting that subscribe button, I can do that. By hitting those like buttons, I can do all of that. It's cool. It's fun. Oh, it's not awesome, Mommy. It's fun. That's how I have my fun. Is being able to package this stuff up and send it to you guys. And then I love it when you guys throw the comments down after you guys get them and you tell me what you think of them. And I want you to be honest. I like honesty. If they're really, really gross, I want to know because I need to pull those off. So that's how that works. So comment, comment, comment. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And yeah, like them. Like the videos. Share the videos. Get them out there. We need more and more cancer patients on these channels. We need more and more medical marijuana patients on these channels so that we can show how much this product helps us in our everyday life. Because it does. This product, oh my God. Without this product, I would be in so much, oh thank you. Without cannabis, I wouldn't be able to get out of bed. Without cannabis, I wouldn't be able to keep food down. I throw up every day. I have bad issues just because cancer patients go into remission. It doesn't mean that their scars and their pain on the inside goes into remission because that doesn't happen most of the time with us. With MS patients, with fibromyalgia patients, with cancer patients, with depression. Oh my goodness, depression is a big one. Anxiety. You don't see these scars on us. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you found me. Share me. You know, send me out there. Get me out there. I want our congressmen and I want our senators. I want Jeff Sessions to understand that this cure, that this product, this medicine is giving me a chance at life again. And it can give you that same chance. It can give your family. It can give your loved ones, your friends. It can give all of us those same chances. Oh, thank you, Anita. You're so sweet. And that's what this does, is by sharing these videos, by liking these videos, by commenting on these videos, by subscribing to these videos, it gets this information out to other patients that need this information. So I plead with you guys, shut me up, subscribe to my channel, like my channel, you know, throw some comments down there. If there's something you'd like to see me show you guys, throw it in the comments. I would be happy to go and do that. I know that I have one or two of you that want me to do a review on a moon rock, and I will be getting that here shortly so that way I can give you a moon rock review. They're awesome, by the way. If I have any dispensaries out there or any caregivers out there that would like reviews done on your product, you know, shoot me an email at ctc420pro@gmail.com. I'll be happy to come in, check out your product, video and photograph your product, and let everybody know what your product is like. That's what I'm here for. I want to share these cures and this relief with everybody. I want everybody to know that when I go and I take my edible, or I smoke my bong, or I do whatever these items are that I'm doing, that it's giving me the opportunity to come into your home and to talk to you, to join your family and help with all of these horrible things that are going on today. None of us are unscathed from medical conditions anymore. None of us. We all have them. So, do we really want the pharmaceutical companies pushing more drugs on us, causing more illnesses for them to treat? That is not why I'm here. I am here to hopefully help you get off of those stupid opioids and that horrible medication that is totally fucking you up. And I'm sorry to say it that way, because it fucked me up. It fucked me up bad. And I don't want to see you guys like that. I don't want to be like that anymore. So, I do hours of video and pictures and cultivating and writing just so that we can get this word out to all of our senators and our congressmen and Jeff Sessions. Mr. Jeff Sessions, you owe me a talk. Nothing personal, dude. But you want to take my cure away? And you want to go after those of us that are fighting to stay alive? I got a message for you, buddy. I have just as much of a right at life as you do. And I have just as much right at a good quality of life as anybody else. I tried one of those when our state first went medical. It was a caviar brand. Awesome. I haven't seen it since. Yeah. Cannabis has taken me off the opioids. Yeah, you know, I was on opioids every day up until about 2 years ago. I missed a lot of my kids' lives. I missed a lot of my life because of opioids. And it's not worth it. It's not. If I could do things all over again, I would have used cannabis a lot earlier. I would have started growing a lot earlier. Even if it meant that I was going to go do jail time, it would have made my life easier. Trying to fight to get off of opioids and to free myself from the opioid trap was hell. And it's that way for a lot of people. So, Mr. Sessions, when I say that I hope none of your family and friends ever suffer the way that we have, I mean that. But you, sir that was smoking marijuana back in the day, you, sir, that was singing about smoking marijuana back in the day, about how government needed to leave marijuana alone. Yes, I found your videos. Back the fuck off. This is our cure. Not yours, not something for you to regulate. This is something that has given many, 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 many people their lives back. So back off. That's all I have to say about that. So let's look at this beautiful color that we are working with today. And you'll see it boils down very nicely. And I still have this on high. I am about halfway through, but I'm really not too thick. You can tell by the way it's moving. So I am going to go ahead and keep the temperature up a little bit. Really all I want is to get the alcohol, or as much of the alcohol out of here before I turn it down as possible. Yeah, that's right, we're going to get him. Yeah, you know, if I could say anything on behalf of all of us that have been addicted to opioids, is it's not our fault. It's none of our fault. This was pushed back in the 80s and 90s. And we didn't realize the dangers back then that we do now. Cannabis is not the danger. Opioids are the danger. Heroin is danger. I took a beating for doing it when I hadn't. My friends at school did, and I was standing with them talking and didn't know the smell got on your clothes. Yes, absolutely, it does get on your clothes. You know, and there's other ways of doing it. I've been watching as cannabis has become more socially acceptable. The next day it was on. You were offered cannabis? Yeah. You know, I am a huge advocate for medical cannabis. But I kind of feel that recreational cannabis is the same as medical cannabis. Because everybody's treating something. You made it worth taking, that's right. Yeah, that's right, you make that ass worth it. Yeah, if it's worth taking, you take it. But it's not as bad as what it used to be. I've watched more people on alcohol be so much worse. I've watched so many people on opioids act so much worse. And then we have things like Flocka out today and other horrible, horrible drugs. We have people doing heroin in their cars while they're driving. What the hell, people? You know, when they're passing out at the wheel and they're getting hurt and hurting other people? Why are we focused so hard on how bad cannabis is when we have other things like this out there? So, okay, there's our beautiful color. So we are really greening up here. I love this. I love the beautiful greens. So now it is definitely time for a lowering of the temperature. To let it go ahead and continue to boil out. And you can see where, when I see how I move the spatula, you can see that part of the pan on the bottom. That's always a very, very good sign. Once we start seeing more time between me moving this spatula and the oil coming back behind it is when we'll add the water. Now, out of a half a pound, I will probably get about 50 grams out of this once all is said and done. You're looking at about 100 grams out of a pound. Sorry guys, I've enjoyed it ever since, true. Yeah, you know, I was a weird one. I didn't do any drugs through college or high school or anything else. I didn't really even drink. Once I hit college and I graduated, I did start to drink and I did opioids because I had all kinds of issues with cancer and everything else. But I never did drugs after that. So when I started cannabis, I was actually really scared to start it. And it wasn't because of anything else except the stigma behind cannabis. So give me a moment. This is what we look like. I'm going to pause this and I will show some pictures when I'm finished. Bye guys. My doorbell rang, sorry.